identity, we want to take some time together to look at some more of the fruit that is produced naturally within us when we strive and persevere to knowing more of who we are. The fruit we're going to look at right now is grateful generosity. And it's important, I think, for us to see this as a fruit that grows naturally. Because sometimes we think that we have to work really hard at giving. And sometimes we'll even give grudgingly, only out of a duty or obedience. See, our perseverance, our pressing on and our striving is not to act better or do better works. It is simply striving to know God more and thus know us more, and then allow the fruit to grow and be multiplied naturally within us, because we already are who we are. And so we want to look at this grateful generosity that comes in us naturally when we know that God is our Father who has provided and will continue to provide for us. This gives us a faith, this gives us a strength and a trust and a satisfaction that creates this gratitude that is spoken of in 1 Thessalonians, where Paul says, "Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you who belong to Jesus Christ." Knowing our artistic talents, our undeserved gifts, will move us to be able to be thankful in that way that he describes. Thankful for the talents we have, thankful for all the provision we have. And being thankful for our talents helps us to be generous with them and desire to use our talents not for ourselves, not to gain for ourselves, but in fact to use our artistic talents to bless others. Gratitude for these talents will also give us a desire to grow in knowledge and skill, and to develop our talents or skills so that we can bless others even more. We are told constantly to be thankful in the Bible. Why? Not because of a duty, but because of the power of gratitude. Hebrews 12 says, "Since we're receiving a kingdom that is unshakable, let us be thankful and please God by worshiping him with holy awe and fear." And then Hebrews says, "And don't forget to do good and share with those in need. These are the sacrifices that please God." 2 Corinthians 9 says, "You'll be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. And when you take your gifts to those who need them, they will thank God." Our recognition of who we are and who God is causes us to be grateful, fills us with joy, and gives us a power that naturally flows out in generosity, offering our work to those in need without seeking reward from them, because we're no longer using it to build ourselves up. We know that God will provide and that God is the one who will reward us. This allows him to be glorified instead of us. This allows others to be led to Jesus and not to us. Now, we do understand this doesn't mean that everything we have to do is for free, or that it is wrong to get paid for the artwork that we might do, for the stories we might write. Our stories can certainly be sold. The Bible tells us the worker is worth their wages. Deuteronomy 24 gives a command to pay them for what they need. And this is told over and over. Paul even speaks of it in the New Testament as well. What it means, though, is that that's not where we put our security. We don't put our security in the fact that someone is going to buy or pay us for what we've done. We don't put our security in humanity itself or anything in society or the economy around us. We don't see that as our way of providing our provisional security. We don't have to do this because we already know that our security, our provision, everything we need comes from God, who is our Father. And in this way, we can always be thankful in all circumstances, no matter how much we have. And in this way, we will naturally be generous with the gifts and talents that He has given us for the purpose of blessing others by showing them His kingdom and inviting them into the kingdom of God, the great work of art of the great, majestic artist who is also our Father. That's what generosity is for.